Hello everyone, hello lovelies, welcome back to my channel. So in today's video will be on this inline dress with rough front ruffle. And if this is the first time of stopping by, please do wait to hit on the subscribe button, join the family. And to my old subscribers, I say thank you very much for all your support, and please give way to give me a thumbs up if you find value in this video. Wash my ass please, and share my videos to family and friends. So let's get straight into the video. For this style, I'll be marking on my paper, on my pattern paper, then we're going to go ahead and transfer it to our fabric. So for this style is for a 9 to 10-year-old, but please do well to measure your child to be sure that you have your accurate measurement. So I'll go ahead and place my tape at the starting point I just marked, and then I'll go ahead to mark the full length of my gown. And for the full length, I am marking at the 37 inches. All stitching allowance will be added while transferring this to our fabric. The next thing we're going to do is to work on our neckline and our shoulder. And for my shoulder is divided into two, which is 6.5 inches. Then I'll go ahead and mark my bust point. For this bust point, I marked at 7 inches, which I later increased to 8 inches because I don't want it to be fitted around the bust around the armhole area. Then I'll go ahead and connect the lines. Once I am done with this, for my neckline, for my shoulder slope, I am going down by 0.75, and then I'll slant it into our starting point. Then for my neckline, neck width, I am marking at 3.5 inches. Then for my neck depth, because this is a V line, I am marking at 6 inches. Then I'll go ahead and connect these 2 points. You can go lower if you want it to be lower, but for me, I think this should work for me. Once I am done with this, you're going to go ahead and insert our bust measurement divided by 4. And for me, mine is 9 inches. I'll make a point there. Then I'm adding 1 inch for ease. Then I'll go ahead and make curve for my armhole. Once I am done with this, we're going to go ahead and measure whatever we have at that bust area. We have about 9.5 inches. I'll transfer that measurement to the lower part of this to the hem part of this gown. So I'll transfer the measurement there, and then I'm adding extra 6 inches to it, 6 to 5 inches, but I added 5.5. My pattern was not enough to add 6 inches. Then I'll connect this point coming from the bust all the way to the hem. Once I am done with this, from that place I'll go up by 1.5 inches, and then I'll connect it, curve it into the hemline. So because I want this to have a pocket and I want it to have a cut together pocket, we are going to go ahead and measure the pocket. For the pocket from the bust point, I went down by 7 inches, and then I'm making my pocket to be 7 inches wide, and then I'll go ahead and curve this. Please don't pay attention to the other markings. I marked before and I noticed that it's longer than I wanted it, so I had to remark the points. So once I connect the pocket, I'll go ahead and cut this out. If you haven't subscribed up to this moment, please take 1 minute to hit on the subscribe button, join the family. And don't forget to give me a thumbs up, please, and subscribe. I've said that before. Share my videos to family and friends. And please wash my ass. Thank you very much. So we're going to using this to cut out our back bodies. But before we cut that out, let's transfer this to our fabric. You can see I added stitching allowance at the hem area, about 1.5 inches. Then every other side is 1 inch. Then my pocket area is half inch, my neckline is half inch, shoulder is half inch, and then my armhole is half inch. So this is what we have. And I also use the pattern to cut out my back bodies, adding my stitching allowance of 1.5 inches, and then my neckline I went down by 1.5 inches and for my neckline. So for my facing, you can use a full facing of and that you cut towards your armhole, but for me I'm just going to cut only for my neckline. And where I have a folded part of the front body is where you're going to be attaching or matching to the folded part of the fabric under. So I'll go ahead and cut out my neckline, cut out my shoulder line. Then I'll determine how long I want my facing to be. Most times I do 3 inches or 3.5 inches, and then I'll cut it all around. I'll do the same thing for my back bodies. So this is for the back one. You can see I am done with it. So we're going to go ahead and place it on our fabric so that we can stitch it down by half of an inch. And I'll repeat the same process for the front one. I open up the front. You can pin down before stitching which I did, but for the purpose of this tutorial and so that it won't be long, I'll just show you guys what to do. So you stitch by half of an inch all around. So this is it. After I was done, I'll go ahead and make notches around it, and also at that V area at the front part, and then I'll turn it to the right side. So this is what we have. After we are done, we're going to go ahead and attach the ruffle on the front pattern of it. For this, all you have to do is to fold your front bodies into two. You can go ahead and iron this out if you have light or means of ironing at this point. But for me, I'm just using my hand to try to get a line there, because there is no means of ironing. So after I was done, I noticed that the line wasn't showing, so I used my chalk to make some small marking at that place. Remember, it's the front part that you're trying to mark. So once I am done with that, I'm going to go ahead. I want the opening there to be about 1.5 inches. So I divided the 1.5 inches into two. We have 0.7, so that's 0.7. I'm going to be marking it on both sides of the line that I marked. I marked. Or if you're using iron, the center of this fabric, we're going to be marking 0.5 inches on both sides. So this is the fabric I will be using. I just hope I made the right choice, or I would have used black, I don't know. Well, I'm going to go ahead and fold this and then stitch by half inch, and then I'll turn it to the right side. Or if you have your serging machine, you can just go ahead and serge this and forget about folding it. I think serging is a better option to this. And I have about double of the front measurements on. You can do as well, do front and back, that you're going to extend this thing and both the front and the back. But if you are going to be doing that, please do well to stitch your shoulder first before you go ahead and start doing it for a better finishing. So I'll go ahead and start attaching it, and I'm leaving half inch away from the neckline, and then I'll start making plaits as I go down to the hem, and I'll do the same thing for the other side. I'll place it this way and then start stitching and making splits around it. So this is it. After I was done, this is what I have. So all you have to do is to go attach your buttons at the center of it, just for design. Then I'll bring in my back bodies as well, and then I'll go ahead and do front facing front. You can just go ahead and hold your shoulder this way and stitch it down, or you can do inseam finishing, which is the option I am going for. So for the inseam finishing, you're going to place your back bodice front facing front with the front bodice. You're going to go ahead and open your shoulder line, so you're facing together, your main fabric together, making sure your seam line is matching. You pin that area down first, and then you're going to stitch from one end to the other. The reason for pinning is by the time you are stitching, it doesn't keep moving and the seam line will move away from it. So this is what we have after it was done. For the facing, just go ahead and serge it, and then use your hemming gum to hold it down. Then for the armhole, I have this fabric of about 1.5 inches. I'll fold it into two, place it at the armhole. I'll go ahead and pin this down so that you guys will know what I am doing. You're going to stitch from one end to the other, and then you fold to the back and stitch it down. So you're going to be doing this if your facing does not extend towards the armhole. If you want a tutorial on how to do that, I have a video in my channel. I'll try to put it in the description box so that you will check it out and see how to make your facing to extend towards the neck, towards the armhole. So once you are done with that, you're going to go ahead and arrange our body front facing front. Make sure you arrange it well, and then you're going to stitch from here. Just look at the video, you'll see what I am doing. Then down. Then you're going to repeat the same process for this side. You start by 1 inch. Once you get to the pocket area, it's going to be ½ inch. Then after the pocket is 1 inch down as well. So this is it. I've gone ahead to I'm done stitching it. To look at the pocket, is looking so neat. Then I've also hemmed this by the allowance we added, and then I closed up my zipper allowance and attached my zip. I hope you find value in this video. Please don't forget to give me a thumbs up if you do. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Wash my ass, please. Share my videos to family and friends, and leave a nice comment for me, and I will see you in my next video. Thanks so much for watching.